me from another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! And yes, I'm wearing gloves today. I have been outside the last few days priming the shed, so painting with primer, ready to get the brown overcoat on the shed, and my hands are quite honestly covered in paint splodges at the moment, and I don't have terps to take it off. I usually put a little bit of terps on and wash it off my hands, but New Zealand's in lockdown again, so everything's kind of closed, and click and collect is just not something I want to do for a week's time the next week. But getting over that, and if you can excuse my pinky hands, because that's not what we're really here to look at. If you've been on my Instagram, you'll know that my best friend grabbed me the entire Poopsie range of Rainbow High dolls. If you've been a long time follower of mine, you'll know that I've said right from the start that I think Poopsie is going to be an incredibly collectible line. They seem to go from strengths to strengths to strengths. Apart from that makeup, that Poopsie makeup, not a fan. But their products are exceptional, and I love this new Rainbow High line. Some of you I talked to a while back will remember I said I hope they bring out smaller dolls, because you know they brought out the big Poopsie Surprise Dolls, and I mentioned, oh my goodness, imagine if they brought out smaller size of these dolls in this sort of quality. Well, they did, and gosh, so clever. Let's look at my favorite one first. Here is my favorite doll out of the line up close, Ruby Anderson. I would have loved to have seen her made in the large Poopsie Surprise line like they did, like they have with the other, there were 4 dolls they made in the large size. But yeah, I understand that this is Rainbow High. It's going to be modeled into a TV series for YouTube or Netflix. I'm not sure which one. And I've heard that it's going to be modeled into a TV series. So they've come up with personalities. They've come up with basically, you know, their color combinations as the different ones, etc., which is quite common in doll lines. Red is my favorite color. My favorite combination of colors is red and gold. She has both. She is just perfect to me, and she comes, and this is what a lot of people have been raving about, and I think is amazing, with a second outfit. If you know toys or dolls like a collector like me, you will know that buying a second outfit can set you sometimes back at least $6 to $10 anyway for a second outfit, and she just comes with one. It's amazing, and you're paying a good price just for the doll. My friend couldn't believe the price for these dolls, and he made it his mission to get me them all. And then look at the packaging on the back. That is gorgeous packaging. In fact, the only thing wrong with this packaging is it got sellotape all over the top of it, so you can't remove it cleanly. That's my only issue with it. But if you cut off around here, I'm sure there's some scrapbookers who could make amazing work with this beautiful paper and artwork here. I can't wait to get her into it. Let's snip, snip, snippity, snip. Okay, so the first thing I want to show is actually at the back of the box behind the clothing, which is the doll stand. They come with doll stands. MGA has been killing the toy market lately with their ideas. They are actually following the trends, which is good. It's something that I would like Mattel to see Mattel do. Hasbro's kind of cool. Hasbro kind of goes with the flow, you know, and they have their own thing going on. So I don't really have too much to say about Hasbro. But I feel that Mattel bows down too much to people all the time without concentrating on what actually buyers want. They bow down to people who aren't collectors and stuff. And that hurts them, I believe. That really, really hurts them. They need to follow what kids want, which is these sort of things, you know, LOL dolls and stuff like that. They want something a bit more feisty and a lot less soccer mum. You know, Mattel needs to bring back Monster High. Okay, so the stand, we have a base here. It is glittery, it is cute. I don't want to look at the instructions to build it. I always think that if it needs instructions to build it, it's way too complicated. So let's see if I'm smart enough to work it out for myself. So what does this? This does Well, this is obviously a coat hanger. This came in here, so this is obviously a coat hanger. Ah, this may be a skirt holder. I have these actually in my wardrobe. You know those little ones that have the hooks at the side? So we have a coat hanger and a skirt holder. So that's kind of cool that they've thought about display. Ooh, it is a skirt holder, but there is a bit more to it. You click that into that. Now, I haven't seen that on any of the other reviews that I looked. People just bringing out the dolls, but not actually showing this little accessory. How cute is that? So if you're making yourself a wardrobe, you've got ways to hold it. So the doll stand, I'm just going to plonk in there, and then I'm going to assume, and I'm going to hope I'm assuming rightly. Ah, easy as that. And very, very cute. I like it. Okay, so next I'm going to show the additional pair of shoes she comes with. Very, very fiery. Almost daredevilish, isn't it? With a gold zipper meant to be on the side here. Of course, they have the openings, the splits at the back, so for ease of getting the foot in. They are high-heeled boots. Nice. Then we have the additional skirt. It has a belt which has the see-through rainbow with gold lettering of rainbow printed on. Very, very cute. And they are both done up with Velcro at the back. Love the detailing and the stitching. We then have this boob tube. No shoulder holding or anything. It's just effectively a boob tube in black, whites, and reds. And then last on the second outfit is this jacket, which has rainbow in white across the red inner. And then on the background, the rainbow colors with RH standing for Rainbow High and rainbow all printed around it. Very schoolgirlish, this. So then there is the brush. Now, if you're a long-time doll collector, you'll know that certain lines come with certain brushes. Basically, this Rainbow High brush looks like a hair comb with rainbow printed hair, and it's going to be in the signature color of the doll. And then we have her, and she is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love her. Her eyes are perfect. Her painting is perfect. Her hair, slightly more scruffy than I thought it would be, but not so scruffy in that there's lots of strands out of place. There's more product in these two bits at the side, whereas the rest is kind of, it's got a tiny bit of product in it, but it's quite free, so it is going to get scruffy if you move it around too much. Whereas these are kind of, these are a bit like concrete at the moment. But that's okay. I actually like doll hair with less product. Sometimes. There are some hairdos I hope, you know, I hope that whatever they spray it on, it keeps it that way forever. I'm not too fussed. As long as I don't use that spray that goes to glue in like 2 years and you come back and you have this icky sticky doll. Ugh, that stuff makes me go ugh. But she is gorgeous. We will have a look up close at everything on her. But yeah, definitely if you are a doll collector and a Poopsie collector, this is not going to disappoint. Here she is up close. So she has beautiful purple eyes with real eyelashes and then painted eyelashes underneath. That usually annoys me, but the painted eyelashes are only to the side. They're not over the entire eye. There is a thick eyeliner, but not painted eyelashes underneath. I don't like generally when they paint eyelashes underneath then put real eyelashes on. It's kind of silly. She has little under eyelashes to the side as well. She has gold glittery eyeshadow. Can you see that up close? Aren't these eyes beautiful? I am getting Star Darling vibes with the eye area. I'm definitely getting Star Darling eyes. Star Darlings is actually a collectible doll, which I wish had been marketed better than it was, because I really think it would have appealed to a lot more people if more people knew about it. She has on a baseball cap, wearing it rebel style, which means back to front. To follow on with the fiery theme, you can see rainbow here and the fire going up. It's got a black head covering with the bonnet. I don't know what you really call it, like the face covering. I don't know what you call the front of a baseball cap. Red, and you can see that they have not left out the detail of the stitching in the plastic. We'll look at her hair down here. So as I said before, it's very free flowing hair, so it's slightly scruffy in that it's free flowing, but that's okay. I quite like that. And then at the side we have these product curls to hold the style in at the sides. Nice, I like it. Goes with the fiery theme, and can you see the oranges in the lights when it goes? So it is a deep red that shines orange in the light. I'm trying to get that for you guys. I always try and bring up my dolls up close because I do have a good camera, so it should bring up all the little bits and bobs. Then the lips. Now, something I pointed out on the larger Poopsie dolls is their lips. I absolutely love the puckered lips that these dolls have, and I'm glad that they've followed them on to the smaller Rainbow High dolls. They have some of the most beautiful lips I've seen on dolls. Look at those. It is a slightly open mouth with teeth showing here. She has blushing and pink underline on her eyeshadows. I didn't point out the eyebrows. The eyebrows are very basic, so they kind of don't stand out at all. I will get into articulation towards the end. Then we go down to her midsection here. She is wearing a white t-shirt with sparkle across, and then over the top, she's wearing what I like to call an overbra top. I don't know the exact name you would call it, but they look like people are wearing bras over their t-shirts. So all this is done in Velcro at the back. We go back to hair. MGA is always good with giving their dolls hips. You know, they got hips, girly. They ain't going straight down. They have curves. So tied around her waist, she has this little, normally what kids do is, I know it's fashionable at the moment where my daughter is for kids to tie their jumper around their waist and let the arms fall down here. That's kind of a fashion trend at the moment. So she has this one in plaid here tied around her waist. Going down to her leggings, she has a brighter red than the rest of her. See, it's deep reds, but these two pieces here are a brighter red. Now, normally I wouldn't do different tones of reds together because it always looks a bit tacky, but this actually works, so I'm okay with that. Then gold smears across the front and down to her shoes. So unlike her second outfit shoes, which are full color, these have clear straps and the only coloring is basically the heel. Very, very nice. Zooming her back here, let's look at the doll articulation in this one so we don't have to look at it for Jade. The head can move side to side. She cannot look down and she cannot tilt her head upwards to the sky. She has shoulder movement for back and forward and to the side. She has elbow movement. And then wrist movement. So you've got some posability in the arms there coming down to the hips. She can ninja kick to the side. So girl can go do her karate classes if she wants, and she can move her legs forward and back in standard doll articulation, but she also has knee. She does not have ankle movement, and that doesn't really matter since her foot is in the high-heeled pose. I absolutely love her. Definitely glad my friend got me the lot. Okay, so on to the second doll here. This is Jade Hunter. Obviously her signature color is green and her fashion tends to scream to me tomboy. I don't know if that's right or not. We'll have to see the show. I'll definitely be watching the show to get to know the girls. But she's for some reason screams tomboy to me. Some people have linked them to certain actresses and stuff. There's different dolls and things. I'm not going to do that until I see the actual TV show because I don't want to jump to any conclusions on their personalities. Sometimes I actually think it's nicer that the kids make up their personalities themselves so they can make their favorite doll into a mini me them, which is kind of what we do as girls with play. Beautiful artwork, doesn't change on any of the backs. Let's get her outfit out. So the first piece I want to look at is these long pants. They look to me kind of like, I don't know, they look to me like gym pants, to be quite honest. that you wear at school when it's freezing and you got to go to the gym. They have cords to tie at the front, rainbow printed, a little rainbow symbol in white on the front here, and then Rainbow High down the side. So they do scream school gym pants to me. I love, love, love this cord detail at the front though. They just didn't put elastic in there. But this cord detail in, how cute is that? Next we have a white t-shirt with RH in black in the background and rainbow printed over the front. Done with Velcro at the back. Very simple, but cute. So the jacket that goes with this gym gear, which is still screaming school gym, to me school sports team, is this one. One thing I wanted to point out that I did not point out on Ruby, be very careful with this clothing. There are little ties in. Have scissors on hands. If you're not a doll collector or you're new, if you yank these ties, it can put holes and tears into your clothing, and you don't want that to happen. So if you've got kids opening them up, maybe just assist your daughter with getting the little, you know, the little ties. Nothing's going to be worse than your kid opening these up and then ripping the outfit on the first day because they just didn't take that extra little time to, and let's be honest, kids don't. They just want to rip it open and get it done. Pointing to some detailing here, look at these ties with rainbow again on these pockets. So impressed. Gorgeous. We then have these rather terrifying looking shoes. They're shoes with green bands around them with gold studs on, RH on the background, and I'm going to drop one right there. But these look like they're going to stomp on your head. I mean, the rest of it looks like a school outfit, but if these are the school gym shoes, man, I don't want my feet stood on. Then, like with Ruby, you get a stand, you get a pants holder, so this one will be holding the pants up in your little wardrobe you make, and a jacket and t-shirt holder. I will make those up and put them together off camera. And of course, she comes with her own signature brush. Here is Jade out. Beautiful, beautiful doll. Can I say one thing that irritates me though? To me, she's more a lime than a jade. For me, when I think of Jade, I've got some Jade figurines. I've got a Jade stone. It's a, I think it's actually a Jade axe, it's called. Some sort of ceremonial axe, New Zealand axe. And they're deep, deep greens. To me, she is a light green, a very light green. A lime is what I want to call her. I'm looking at her and I want to say, yes, Jade's green, and it's also a very pretty name, Jade, if you're named Jade, gorgeous name. But to me, she isn't representing the jade color. For me, I mean, maybe in other countries there's light jade. I have to look this up on the internet. But for me, Jade is a deep green. Here she is up close. Again, beautiful, beautiful doll. So let's see what she's wearing. She is wearing a beanie, which is something a lot of New Zealanders wear in the winter. My kids wear beanies. I wear beanies when it's very, very cold. I know my best friend wears beanies. I've brought him some before. Here we are going down to her eye color. Now it's interesting that on Ruby they gave her a purple eye color, but you couldn't really give her red because it'd make her look a little slightly bit evil. But on Jade, of course, they followed the green in her eyes. The coloring is very similar around the eyes, except she has a brown under and a green over eyeshadow. Her eyebrow doesn't look too much different, and her lips are pretty much the same as well. Maybe a slightly more brown tinge into the lip coloring. The blushing, just beautiful. Then her earrings over here, I didn't notice any earrings on Ruby. No, I don't think there are earrings on Ruby. So she has earrings, and that color green is closer to Jade than this color, in my opinion. Again, it's just what I have as Jade figurines. There may be light colored Jade in other countries, I'm not sure. So that's closer to a Jade color for me. Coming down to a hairstyle, it's almost a copy of Ruby's, or maybe Ruby's a copy of her. I don't know which one they developed first. Curls at the side with product on both sides, and then free flowing scruff in the middle, basically. So their hairstyles and their hats, even though the hats are different, are very, very similar. And the face, just really the makeup's changed on them. There's not too much different in the eyes other than, again, the coloring. The main difference with her head area is she has earrings and Ruby doesn't. Coming down to here, I'm not going to go into articulation because we've already been in that. She has a puff jacket. Well, I call them puff jackets. You know, those kind of puffy jackets where they're like, the seams are in between and they puff out at the side. And then we have a t-shirt on. Now, is it a long sleeve t-shirt? No, it's a short sleeve black. And it says Anti-Sparkle Sparkle Club. Okay, so she's kind of giving me rebel vibes, to be quite honest. Ruby's kind of giving me trendy vibes, whereas Jade's giving me rebel vibes. And definitely, again, with her shorts, which to me look like boxer shorts. I'm sorry, Jade. They look like boxer shorts. They look like something I expected the guys to wear back when they were in their 20s and walking around home and all that sort of stuff. You know, all these tags all over them. They look like boxer shorts. They do. There is no getting away from that. They have the cord tie at the front, which I absolutely love. I wish more dolls and would have this sort of tie detail rather than just being elastic. Have that tie little detail. Makes it a bit more realistic. Anti-Sparkle Sparkle Club. It's interesting. So here we actually get to see her knee joint better, whereas in Ruby you could see the arm joints. So you'll see it's got the inner knee joint and then it's a separate piece to the upper and lower legs. Coming down to here, she is not wearing socks. She is very rebellious, but unfortunately, darling, if you don't wear socks with your shoes, you can end up with smelly shoes and smelly feet. It's really gross. Then we have Ray on this side in white, and on the other side, Bo, again in a light green. And then we have a touch of pink. So there's no other touches of pink on her except for her blushing up here. But we have a touch of pink on the heel with translucent just through this part here, which is interesting. So those are kind of cool. The shoes actually kind of stand out from the rest of the outfit. This part here definitely all ties in. And then this part is like, huh, there's a little touch of something different, you know? I like when sometimes it's cool when they don't all follow. You have that little bit of huh in there. A beautiful doll. Let's get them on their stands and do a flyby. So here are effectively the accessories that came with Ruby Anderson. The outfit, I love that outfit. Actually makes me want to pick up another doll and dress it in the outfit. So I'm going to try it on some other dolls. Or maybe I might get lucky and these might come to New Zealand and I'll be able to pick up a secondhand one someday and put that on her. That'll be pretty cool to have two of the same doll in their alternate outfits. Here is Jade Hunter's outfit. Very school gym for me. I definitely prefer Ruby's secondary outfit to Jade's. But in the dolls, I definitely prefer Ruby to Jade. But that's just because I'm a big fan of red anyway. You might be a fan of green. I know part of the reason I chose them together is my favorite color is red and my best friend's favorite color is green. So I thought it would be nice to open them together. Love to see how the show pans out. I have no complaints on these dolls. I really don't. My only complaint is I wish that they had come in the bigger size of the Poopsie range. You know, MGA, don't bow down. Don't be worried to put Poopsie on the product lines. I've noticed that you're kind of trying to steer away from it, but everybody's pointed out they're the new Poopsie range dolls, so let's keep it going. If you love dolls, please subscribe. We love to open dolls here and we love to share. And check out my other Poopsie doll range, the bigger dolls openings. I will be opening up the entire series of these dolls. I have them all already. I might do it. I tend to try and stagger my videos out in different products all the time, so I'm not doing one thing at the time, but I might just open these one after the other, just to get the whole range out, as I want to get these on display as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.